What's up, everybody? Today we're checking out the EVH 50 watt Stealth. This one really is one of the greater, I would say, tube amps in the affordable range. If you're looking for an amp that's just straight awesome, right out of the box, no stomp boxes needed, I don't think you need a boost with this. You got 3 channels. The first 2 channels share the EQ, channel 1 and 2, but they do have their independent gain and master volume controls. This one probably gets a lot of playtime live when I'm rehearsing or playing shows. This one seems to be the one I always take because, one, it's smaller. I normally run it through a 2x12, a Mesa 2x12, or I'll take the EVH 1x12. The 1x12 has gotten a lot of use here lately. But let's run through some tones with this thing. All right, I got the Jim Root Strat here. This one's got the DiMarzio Fortitude and PAF. I believe it's the 59 PAF, whichever one it is from DiMarzio. But these are really medium vintage style output pickups, so this amp can actually shine in its own voicing. I don't like to run active pickups through it much because it is very high gain. You don't need much to really get this amp screaming. Let's start on the clean channel. I think I got the gain pretty dimed out. Where is it? No. Okay, it's sitting right here at about 1 o'clock. That's kind of where I like to keep the gain. Again, these silver buttons, these are your channel 1 controls. So awesome. You got your gain here, volume here, which I'm sure you could see now. So yeah, that's pretty much like just a straight up clean tone. There's nothing too, I would say, spectacular about the clean tone on the EVH stuff. I'm not gonna say it's an afterthought because there is a little effort there, but it is a general overall clean tone. It's nothing too amazing like a Vox or a high watt or a nice Fender or something like that. But overall, it does just really crystal clean. Clean tones. I'm going to push the gain on that a little bit. I don't know where I have that. I'm going to assume that's about 3/4 of the way. Yeah, it doesn't get really gained out. It's not like the 100 watt version. The 100 watt version has tons of smack on channel 1. Really loud when you start pushing the gain. Good clean channel. But we all know what this amp is mostly used for, and what I bought it for was the high gain tones. Everyone loves the high gain tones of an EVH 5150. And the Stealth of the 50 watt range of amps and the 100 watt range, from what I understand, is Eddie Van Halen's all the tweaks he made off of his original 6L6 version. So you could consider this one kind of like the premium of the EVH series. It sounds like it's been polished very well versus if you play an original 6L6 50 watt, it sounds a little out of control sometimes. It's real boomy in the low end. It really scratches in the high end, and the mids are super in your face. But this one, it's not scooped by any means. It's just a nice version of the 5150. Really polished in that respect. Let's go over to channel 2, do some rhythm stuff. Again, the black ones are channel 2's controls. I have the gain set to about 1. Master, I don't know, about 2.5. 3 is kind of where the sweet spot is with this amp. Yeah, so you see, this is gained, like this is a ton of gain. And like I said, it's at 1 o'clock. Let me push it up a little bit. 3 is kind of normally where I will maximally push this amp. I don't like to push it past 3 much. But this is with no boost either. There's no boost on this. Yeah, thing is roaring. Go ahead and push the gain. Let's see how high the gain actually is with this one. All right, yeah, so pushing the gain up really high, it gets super fat. But let's pull that down to about 1 o'clock because that's kind of the sweet spot. And I'll throw in a boost to tighten up that flubby low end a bit. The presence and resonance on this amp are both set to about noon. So there's really no influence there. They can get pretty boomy and really scratchy. I'm gonna push that presence up and chug at the same time. I'm gonna try to. The presence lets the amp bloom. It brings it more forward into mixes when you're putting a mic in front of it, but use it sparingly on the 5150 because it can get out of control pretty quick. Now let's try to do the resonance. That's way back there. Oh, it's just right here actually. So this is, like I said, about noon. Yeah, it's set to noon. Now let's chug so you can get an idea of how thick this amp can get. This is at, I'm gonna turn to 0. Right, so you see now you get an idea of what a resonance control does to an amp. It's not necessarily EQing the amp, it's just hitting the low end frequencies of the cabinet. That's what really makes the cab rumble is your resonance knob. And the presence brings the voicing out. It really lets it be more crisp, a little more clear. But let's put a boost on channel 2. That's one of the favorite things to do with this amp. I'm gonna run the tumness, the Wampler tumness, everything set to noon on the normal mode because I have the deluxe. And this is where it really starts to shine. Yeah, this thing really tightens up. You put a boost in front of this, it can get so out of control. This thing breathes fire at that point. Let's mess with the EQ here. I normally leave it somewhere around noon. I really don't like to push it past 6 on either one of them because this amp is just one of those amps you can set to noon and have a great sound right out of the box. But let's scoop the mids, see what that sounds like. Play the bass knob. Oh man, that sounds so good. A lot of bands that I like, I don't want to say a lot of them, but I was influenced to purchase this amp by a couple bands. I'm going to say Gojira being one of them, and this little band from Texas called Sons of Texas. I watched them live and I saw them using the EVH heads on stage, and wow, just these dudes really kicked ass live. And of course, Gojira, y'all know all of them. They use the EVH to probably its most maximum abilities when it comes to high gain crushing tones. And I also use channel 2 as a lead tone. I often don't push over to channel 3. And if you look on channel 3, I have the gain set to about 3. Really don't like to push that because that does get out of control. I want it to be usable. I know there's a preamp tube mod that Kyle Bull has talked about. I haven't done it to this amp. This amp's completely original. The red channel, I don't want to say is unusable, but it's definitely gained out. Even at channel 3, you're getting like channel 2 with a boost on channel 3. So the red channel with a gain at 3. And again, this is really, really gained out. Yeah, the red channel chugs super easy. I mean, all these EVH amps, they chug super easy. But like I said, the red can get out of control. You really don't have to push the gain on the red channel for sweet rhythmness. But let's put this to halfway, and you'll get an idea of just how ridiculous it can sound. Again, this is with the gain at halfway. Let's push it up a little bit. 3/4. I've never pushed it that high because it's kind of pointless to have it that high. It gets a little too mushy. Not to mention all the feedback you get. Yeah, that's a lot of gain. That's too much for me. So on the red channel, I run it, like I said, gain about 3. That way it's not too compressed. It's not too saturated. It's, to me, perfect for the lead tone. It's nice. It's clear. It's not too squishy. It doesn't flub the low end out, but you get the nice liquid-like feel for sweet leads. ringing at the end, these dampeners really don't work very well when you have the gain pushed on this amp. But like I said, I normally can use channel 2 for a lead setting. I'll just kick the boost on normally. I'll run the rhythm without the boost because it is really high gain already. So yeah, you could use that for your bare rhythm tone and throw on your boost, and then you could just lead with it. Man, universal sound. This amp is synonymous with a lot of great high gain rhythms, but man, you can't go wrong with an EVH 5150. That's about all I really got to say for this amp. I wanted to try to get this video under 20 minutes, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. I hope you enjoyed the tones. If you like the video, if you like the longer videos, let me know. I'm trying to get one shorter to see if you guys like that more. But leave it down in the comments what you prefer. Long video, short video. If you like the sounds, I recommend getting one if you're a beginner tube amp person. Go get you one of these first. These are great right out of the box. But like and subscribe. I really hope you dig everything. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you want to see. Peace.